two is he doing?
The number two in the government. The number two in government is the one who is telling us that we are shareholders in that government, knowing that he's lying. If he is a shareholder himself, Rigathi Gachagua is a shareholder in government, and whoever else feels he's a shareholder because they have government appointments, that does not represent the rest of us. That is Rigathi Gachagua and his office. It does not represent Mount Kenya because he never talks about Mount Kenya. People have been dying in Lamu, Kikuyus. People are being harassed in Eldoret. He does not talk. I have not heard him talk about Lamu. I have not heard him talk about Nyamakema traders. But he's telling us we are shareholders. Hiyo ni kiti yake yeye mwenyewe.
Wamama mko? Tuko. Atumia mwekuo. Ni ndeha ndaririkana uria tuthia mataneti tukaigua ruo. Riu ndiraigua kaundu gaka ka January. No uria twehereirio Kiswahili. No uria twehereirwo uhoro wa school fees. Uria tuhinyireirio school fees kuria kwari kwa free education gutire. Kabiashara karia atumia turutaga niko kau tukurihira 1.5 ngarigwo January ciana ni igathoma. Ciana citu tugutwara ku. Ndiracokire ndiraigua kangiona children home iria ciana citu iria ikwirirwo tutwaraga ni ikuhingwo. Tukurera ciana ate atumia. Ngacoka ngagia na ruo. Ciana icio turendwo tutigathomithie. Ciage githomo. Ciathie na kuginya ciaga mawira ri tondu ni ciakereirwo na ni magire ri. Ciahutia gacohi cianyua cietwo mungikiri. Kana ti ithuĩ twaciarire. Nĩ ithuĩ twaciarire. Ciana citũ nĩ mungiki. Ciana citũ nĩ mungiki. Niĩ ngwenda kwaria na ruo. Nĩ tũririkanwo ciana citũ ithiĩ cukuru. Na nĩ tũririkanwo ciana icio itarĩ mawĩra nĩ ithuĩ twaciarire. Cietherwo mawĩra. Cietherwo maũndũ ma gwĩka itige gwĩkwo mungiki. Na ndarũgama ndaiga. Ndamũthaitha inyuĩ mũracita mungiki tũtikoragĩrwo ciana citũ. Tũtikoragĩrwo ciana citũ. Gukinya hau ndingĩaria rĩngĩ atimia mwĩna ruo. Mwĩna ruo. Tũririkanwo. Tũnyitane tumĩre. Tumĩre. Thank you muno.
Habari zenu? As I had said earlier, if there is a big lie that has been given in the last 1 year, that it should actually be put in the Guinness Book of World Record as the biggest lie of the year, is being told that the people of this region are shareholders in this government. People of this region cannot be shareholders in this government, and the money that was allocated to their projects by the previous administration has been taken away and redirected to other projects elsewhere, as if they are children of a lesser God and they do not deserve those projects. Also, money man, we have seen issues of water, our roads that were ongoing and money had already been allocated is no longer there. Those roads are not the continuation, the construction has halted. So we are asking, where is our money and why is it being taken elsewhere if indeed we are shareholders? And when our MPs try to talk about it and to voice our concerns, they are given a phone call and they are told do not talk about that matter. When our ministers try to address these issues within ministers from this region, when they try to address those issues from within their dockets, they are wanangolewa, wanapelekwa wizara zingine ndio waache kuongea hiyo maneno. Na ndio waogope na iwe onyo kwao na kwa wengine mambo ya Mount Kenya wasiongele. We are saying that is not our house. We have been taking comfort in someone else's house and saying we belong there. We have to build our own house where we can voice our concerns, where we will not be intimidated, where we will not be told that someone is holding a sword, ready to deal with us if we start asking questions. So I'm asking our people from this region, so that our leaders in parliament can have a voice. We need to build our own house called Jubilee, where if they are chased away from the other side, or they are intimidated, they will have a place to call home. Jubilee is our liberation party. That is the party that is going to liberate us from this oppression. We cannot be staying in the oppressor's house and saying hiyo ni nyumba yetu tukona shareholding. From now moving on, we have to start a new movement where we go build our party Jubilee, and then from there start raising our voices, start challenging our MPs, our ministers to talk without fearing. We are not, I've said, we are not children of a lesser God. We are not to be intimidated. We have every right to ask for what belongs to us, for our resources, because we also pay taxes. But for us to do this, we must be in a place where we will not be intimidated. And that place is called Jubilee. Jubilee Party, and that's why no matter how much they are trying to fight our party, we are going to win that battle in court. We are going to take our party back, and we are going to fight for this region and for our country. Because when we are in Jubilee, Jubilee will be able to align with people with like-minded people, ODM and the others, and Wiper, and be able to not only to fight for ourselves, but to fight for the region. Kikuyu's leaders have always been known to fight against oppression from the Mau Mau days to the days of second liberation. But what has happened now? We have become very timid. If our forefathers came now, they would be very shocked that we are the people who just sit down and and get we are just the people who just hold back and allow the government to do whatever it wants, even if it's oppressing us. We must rise to become the people we are. We are very strong community, and if we work with other strong communities, we will be able to liberate not only our region but this country. Thank you very much. Yes?
What is he doing?
The number two in the government. The number two in government is the one who is telling us that we are shareholders in that government, knowing that he's lying. If he is a shareholder himself, Gachagua is a shareholder in government, and whoever else feels he's a shareholder because they have government appointments, that does not represent the rest of us. That is regarding Gachagua and his office. It does not represent Mount Kenya because he never talks about Mount Kenya. People have been dying in Lamu, Kikuyus. People are being harassed in Eldoret. He does not talk. I have not heard him talk about Lamu. I have not heard him talk about Nyamakema traders. But he's telling us we are shareholders. Hiyo ni kiti yake yeye mwenyewe. Haituhusu. Yeah, haituhusu. So that is his position. As regarding Gachagua, it does not belong to Mount Kenya or to the Kikuyu community. Thank you very much. Yes. Yes.
Restructure Jubilee Party to enable you work to make it strong again.
How are you going to restructure Jubilee?
Are you going to restructure the leadership of the party? And also maybe move from azimio coalition?
No, we are in azimio coalition to stay. That is our coalition, and that is why we are going to work with other leaders and other communities to build a very strong movement. Yenye itangoa ruto kwa hiyo kiti. So we are staying in Azimio, we are fighting from there, and we are very united. These stories you are hearing, they are sponsored stories to say that Azimio is divided. I don't know who is here, who is no. Azimio is together. Yes. And we are going to fight this battle together. And about restructuring of Jubilee, the most important thing right now for Jubilee is to start from the grassroots, building up. We cannot just be a party that talks from up there, but mashinani hatuna watu. So as you've been seeing our Secretary General, Kioni, moving from one county to another, just trying to bring people together at the grassroots level. We are having, we are having leaders, young leaders, appointing young leaders to lead Jubilee in different counties. You saw him and our party chairman, David Murathe in Lamu, also defending our people. So we are building this party. We are restructuring, but from bottom, from the bottom as we build to a very high, to a very strong leadership at the top. Thank you very much.
In the new onslaught, what role are we likely to see the former president play?
Let him first.